When you want to reward a dog, you give it a treat. When you want to motivate a child, you can rely on candy to do the job. Can you raise your hand if you've ever gotten chocolate or candy as a reward for something you've done? Yeah? We are all children at heart, so we love rewards. But maybe now, as teens or adults, we would rather get something like money, right? People like being given money. That's just our nature. And according to some studies, we actually do perform better when we receive money for a certain task. So when we want to enhance someone's performance and motivate them for whatever reason, we could just give them money. Unfortunately, we obviously can't just give money to everyone around us. Research has shown, however, that what can have the same effect on the brain as receiving money is receiving praise. So let's just compliment everything and everyone around us all the time, right? Well, not really, because not all compliments are created equal. Those of you who know me know I am a nerd, and I get good grades. I get complimented for that quite often, but honestly, by now, many of the compliments are kind of boring, and they definitely don't have a big effect. It's just a few words that I hear over and over. And this is why I'm interested in compliments, because I know I'm not supposed to feel like that when receiving them. So no wonder, when we started working on a project in school about linguistics, I decided to investigate compliments. Linguistics is a science which studies language, things such as its structure, grammar, or vocabulary, and as most sciences do, it can reveal incredible facts. The approach I used was corpus linguistics. In short, I looked for compliments in a corpus, which is a large, thoroughly analyzed, electronically stored collection of texts. There are many corpora, but I used COCA, the Corpus of Contemporary American English. It is a corpus collected using a wide range of sources from spoken word to literature over the years 1990 to 2017. COCA consists of more than 560 million words, 20 million per year. I didn't read the millions of sentences and words and everything, but I used these 3 syntactic patterns to find as many compliments as possible. It might seem complicated, but don't worry, it's not. For the first pattern, the system could, for example, find the phrase, "Your hair looks amazing." Your is pretty clear, hair is a noun, looks is a form of look, and amazing as an adjective. The star can mean either nothing or any word, such as very or absolutely. Of course, these patterns are used not only in compliments, so then I had to go through this list of results, look at the context, find and mark the compliments, and delete the rest. Just to remind you, these are some real samples, so you can see how interesting linguistics can be. I ended up with almost 3,000 compliments, and I analyzed the adjectives in those because those seemed like the most important part of speech in compliments. So I counted them and put them in a pie chart, and I got this. Almost half of the compliments used either great or good, although in total there were 99 different adjectives. That means every other compliment you hear contains the word good or great. And I thought, no wonder that I ignore most good jobs. The words are simply overused, empty, and boring. Great no longer feels like big, outstanding, or important. Most of the time it's more like, I should probably tell you this was good, but I don't want to use the word good. So I think we should avoid these common words when we truly want to praise something worthy, because although they still have their dictionary definitions, their overuse stripped them of their emotional effect. And moreover, according to Carol Dweck, professor of psychology at Stanford University and one of the world's top experts at researching motivation, we shouldn't praise intelligence or talent, but the effort or strategies to encourage growth of the individual and openness to challenges. When a child shows you a drawing like this one, don't tell them it's beautiful, that points out how nicely they attempted to draw that pond which they had never drawn before. If you tell them it's a nice drawing and that they are talented, they will concentrate on appearing talented in front of you, and they will only show you nice stuff so that they don't disappoint you. On the other hand, if you compliment their effort, the process, they will know that you value when they face new challenges, and they will continue to do so, and they will enjoy it. When thinking about the results of my research and Carol Dweck's work, that common words are overused and praising the process is more effective, I also remembered a friend of mine. She is truly a champion of compliments. She compliments everything around her, and she rarely uses good or great. She is creative with language. According to her, the guy looks stunning, the car is amazing, that is a splendid beach, and so on. You get the idea. I never thought about it much until we went on an exchange program together. And after he got to know us a bit, our host asked her, "You always say everything is awesome and amazing, but what are you going to say when something will be truly, totally, utterly amazing?" And he was right. If we overuse compliments, whether it be those with good or those with awesome, they will become empty words with no effect on our brain. Actually, it is important to use compliments sparingly in general. Now, you might be thinking, but what good is that when everyone around me keeps overusing compliments? I will just look like a selfish moron if I don't praise others' good work. Well, I don't think that's true, because compliments also vary in power based on who the speaker is. It's like swearing. I hardly ever swear, so when I occasionally do say the F word or something, everyone turns around and they're like, "Oh wow, I've never heard you curse." My swearing is powerful because I don't curse that much, whereas some people use the F word in every other sentence and people around them just get used to it and ignore it. Or I'm sure most of you know these two kinds of people. Some get mad really easily and very often, and the others only get mad very seldom. And you ignore the first person's anger at least to some extent, but when the second person gets mad occasionally, you get terrified, take it seriously, and you remember it for a long time. My parents are perfect examples of this, and I'm sure a lot of yours are too. And you can do the same with compliments. If you use them sparingly, only when you really want to praise or support something, they will have a much bigger effect. I'm sure you all have someone, a teacher, a parent, a friend, or whoever, whose compliments you really value, and they always exceptionally cheer you up. Well, it's likely that you don't hear compliments from those people very often, because they are those who only praise what they want to praise the most, and they think before giving out compliments to everyone. So, instead of giving out money and sweets, we should all be like them. We should think about the words in our compliments and when we use them, so that we use them to their full potential. Because we want a world full of motivated and confident people, and this is one of the simplest ways we can contribute to that.